Jimmy Akena has tried to come out and fight for the legacy of his father, but also to build UPC. I think ever since Olaro Otunu went and maybe Obote, Jimmy Akena has become one of the vocal party presidents of the UPC. He came out and warned General MUHOOZI KAINERUGABA to stop the bad manners. In fact, he said these statements.
I will fight for the right for MUHOOZI to speak his nonsense, but not with that office. There's freedom of speech, and I'll fight for his right for freedom of speech. But the office of CDF is an office belonging to the people of Uganda. It carries with it authority. It's not an individual's decision. That authority is supposed to work to protect every citizen of Uganda and every person lawfully living in Uganda. So we cannot accept this issue of how does a leader of a political party be taken incommunicado? Then you post pictures? No. In 1980, during the campaign, the party that contested in 1980, all of them made a pledge. And I want to read this pledge. It was read on the floor of Parliament during the first budget speech, which was 1st June 1981. But this is what the political parties, before the election of 1980, pledged. For us to embark successfully on the process of rebuilding and revitalizing our nation, all of us recognize as essential our party's commitment to the democratic process. A process which alone carries a guarantee that our human rights and freedom will never again be circumscribed. Whatever our differences, we are one in our pledge to serve Uganda and all her people. I, as Jimmy Akena, can stand by this statement today, tomorrow, and forever. All of us as political players, let us be committed to Uganda and all her people. Whatever differences we'll have, whatever quarrels we'll have, let us be committed to the people of Uganda. That should be the criteria. Whether NRM thinks they should be there for the next 100 years, it's not my problem. Let us do what is right for the people of Uganda. And it is not right to take a leader and treat him like some sort of criminal. Even a criminal does not deserve to be treated like that. So as political players, and I ask and I beg all of you, because this is still a beginning. Whatever happens, if Akena can no longer speak, I urge you, please speak on my behalf. If UPC can no longer exercise their rights, I'm asking you, please, all of us, let's speak for and on behalf of the people of Uganda. I, as Jimmy Akena, president of UPC, I stand with PFF. I stand with also the other parties, NUP, who have their members, all parties which have their members who have been, I would say, held illegally. Let us stand together in solidarity, but let us not stop talking. I pledge to commit myself and the Uganda People's Congress to continue on this struggle until we receive the democracy which we want. If we fall on the wayside, I have made it clear. I want to be buried at the feet of my father. Until then, I will continue to push on. May God bless this country of ours.
Thank you very much. May the leaders come for a picture, a group picture.
That is Jimmy Akena. I keep on telling people that before Genome 7 before Genome House does anything, you should understand he's not the first son, and neither will he be the last. There are people who have occupied that state house since independence. Some have died, some are still living. Before Genome House thinks that he has a lot of power, he must go and talk to former first sons. Very many are still there. From Mutebi, the Kabaka of Uganda, was a first son. His father ran into exile. He had to run into exile. Obote still has sons in Jimmy Akena. I mean, he still has sons. Go inquire. Right now, even some of these sons, can walk on the streets of Kampala without being noticed. Yet they had real power. It is said that one day Idi Amin's son was a student in the university without the admission, and he started halfway went. Okay? So Jimmy Akena speaking like this, he speaks out of experience. His father was able to lead Uganda 2 times. So when he comes out to warn you, there might come a day when you no longer have power traps, when you will have to walk on the streets of Kampala, if you are lucky. If you are unlucky, sometimes your life can be taken or you will be in exile. Because different regimes, especially authoritarian, end up like in the same way. Look around our neighbors who have ever had authoritarian. They end up either in exile or in a very poor condition. It can happen. Humility costs nothing. Following the constitution costs nothing. In fact, if people knew that if we strengthened our constitution and we all followed it, it would be the best thing, because you would know we shall be under equal before the law. You will know that if I do something bad, I'll be treated the same like other people. But the bad side of doing things outside the constitution, even when time comes when you want the constitution to rescue you, it will be so ugly that it will not be so empowered to do so. When I see the abductions, the threats to the leader of opposition, the threats to Bobby Wine that you arrest them or kill them, the threats to Besigye that you will hang them. History is replete with the generals, leaders, empires that have fallen because of the same manners you do. History is replete with leaders who have lost power, yet they did the same things you do. History has not always been lenient, it has always been harsh on these people. MUHOOZI KAINERUGABA, time will come when you look for these videos for you to watch, and would wish that the time would go back so that you can at least do the right thing. Because for me, what I expected, if indeed General Museveni wanted to take over, General MUHOOZI wanted to take over from his father, the least you could do, you would come as a reformist. In that way, you target the love of the people, but also you target the love of your fellow elects so that you can maybe inherit the support base of your father. I know without cameras, even those within the PL and NRM, if you ask them, if you ask their soul that what you are doing, whether it is right, they will tell you it is wrong. No human can believe in abductions and torture and the chest stamping of arresting this one, hanging this one, killing this one, and threatening this one when you want leadership. Leadership doesn't work that way. And God has a way of answering such people with pride. Pray hard that He doesn't give you the answer in the same currency that was paid by other former leaders and military leaders who did your things. You remember Bokassa? President Bokassa once even coronated himself as an emperor. It didn't take 4 years before he was removed from the presidency. It was a humiliation of the century. So leaders have even done worse things than you. They have always grown. Humility costs nothing. Go and reflect on yourself. Sometimes the best advice comes from your enemy because they capitalize on your wrongdoings so that they can tell you the truth. When your enemy says something, hear. Because sometimes they capitalize on your weakness, turn your weaknesses into greatness. One of the attributes or the good attributes of General Kaguta Museveni, I want him gone. 40 years is enough. But sometimes he adjusts on his weakness when he's called out. The bad things you do, even if he does them, he will come out to deny for you, even put out on cameras. I cry for my beloved country. Of course, as my opinion is truly Mr. Makindi Kabir Sulaiman Magali. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.